See this craziness? No, you didn't. You only seen a fraction of it. So it's been like a month since, maybe a month and a half since I posted a video. Probably gave up on me, didn't you? I gotta take these beats out of my ears. Dre Beats. Love these things. Old school. They are now. Anyway, something I haven't showed you guys. I probably could have made a whole video or a whole channel on building a house. But, let's be honest. That would take forever. And it sucks to video when you're building. Like you're on a big project and then you're like, oh, I got to stop because I'm going to take a video or set up my camera. Man, that takes a lot of work. I've been there. I've done that with my older videos. And it just takes a lot of work. So this house you see here behind me, I think you can see it. I don't know. I forgot my fancy little selfie stick dealio. And so I've got to hold my phone sideways or hold it in my hand. I don't know. Maybe this would be good. Maybe this would be bad. Anyway, let me show you. This is my house. So the first 12 days of this, well, after I spent, I don't know, months and months digging out this crawl space. See that creepy little door right there? That goes into my big crawl space that you can kind of judge how tall it is. You know, that gate pretty much comes up to my waist and it goes a little higher. Like I can crouch down and move around in it, but there's like piles of dirt right there. A lot of this has been built up from the dirt. There's dirt. I dug this out with a tractor. Took me months to do it. It was a whole process. This is a farm. There's for my base buddies. That's not my S10. My S10 is actually sitting behind my Cummins back there under that with all my stereo stuff in it. That was a parts one I bought from, I don't know, hour and a half away or whatever, just for the bed. That now belongs to Stony, if any of you have been following me for a while. And that now belongs to me, which has oil coming out of it. And I don't know. Anyway, this is where my solar panels for my solar people. This used to be like an old truck bed. There's an old motor there, everything. There was metal and trees. Anyway, I cut it out because my panels are going right here. No, they're not going to power my whole house. But if you've seen one of my last videos about my solar cart, I have solar panels that will go here. It's only like 1,000 watts worth, but eventually I'll have quite a few more. And then my wire is going to run underground here and go up in my crawl space. And my solar cart's going to be sitting right inside of there charging. And I'll be using it for power to build on this house. This is I think I started to say it and I stopped. Like the first 12 days of this, after I had the crawl space done, I had like 12 people here, like friends, family, to help me frame this up and get it going. This started after I got divorced and wanted to build my house out here on the farm. This is a 150 acre farm, old trailer there. There's my S10. That's loaded with stereo stuff, still loaded. It's getting summertime, so it's growing up like crazy. I've got to hook up the bush hog and all that, but let's see if I can take you. See, it looks all done and nice and pretty, but it's not. It's just protected from outside. And years of landscaping I'm gonna have to do. I'm trying not to step in this clay. My front doors, I've got two of these, one for the front and one for the back. That was $1,000 door. I had to freaking credit card that. But if you see the inside, it is not. My brother-in-law and I have did 85% of all this building. So, it's kind of close. You got a utility closet, master bathroom, kitchen, living room, bedroom over there, big bathroom because I wanted a big bathroom, utility room, and another bedroom / my office. Let's see. Yeah, it's a process. The windows alone, like if you see, I like windows. I like to be able to close them all, but I like the option of having them open, like this one in the bathroom. If you look on the outside, this one looks weird because it's a sideways one, and then you got, you know, a couple over here in the bedrooms that are up and down. I don't care. I wanted light in my bathroom. I have not had any professional out here to do anything. I am doing all the wiring and plumbing myself because that's what I do. And the HVAC will be done professionally. I'm going to have to pay that 15 grand. But today I'm working on the wiring. I haven't worked out here for months because it was so cold. And if any of you have done wiring, which I bet a lot of you have, you need your fingers. And my fingers don't work when it's 0 degrees. So, you know, I've got wires coming out of my box. I have got that bedroom, this utility room, the bathroom, and that bedroom over there all wired up to the box. And I've got to do the living room. And yes, you see, I like the wide open space. I kept it wide open there, wide open in the, meaning the ceiling wise. The ceilings go all the way up. And for my bedroom, I dropped down the utility closet. Sorry, not trying to spin you fast. The 2 bedrooms and the bathroom and stuff like that, because this doesn't need to be wide open, and it just made it way easier. Those styrofoam things up there, I did all those myself. Had to get up with a staple gun. The whole ceiling is done in the whole house. That sucked. That was by myself. Took me days getting up and down off of this scaffolding and climbing around in my rafters up here, stapling those up there. That sucked. I did use a automatic staple gun or electric, but you know, this is a process. We put a lot of insulation in here. That might be a mistake when I get my next inspection, which is going to be plumbing and electrical. They might be pissed off about it. I don't know, but we tried to start putting a bunch of insulation in to, you know, help for working out here in the winter, because it's just so cold in here. You know, I use, like, see that little heater over there. That's pretty awesome, but when you don't have any insulation, it just goes right out the roof and the walls and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so the windows, that was like a $5,000 ordeal. We put them in, but lots of windows. You know, they're like mid-grade. I didn't get the best. I didn't get the worst. But yeah, it's the insulation. My brother-in-law and I went 6 hours away and picked up 2 giant, really unsafe trailer loads of it. He has a lot of it too. Trying to save on money because I'm doing this as I get money. I don't owe anybody any money on this house. I got 30 grand in my divorce. Yes, that's right. I'm a guy and I got money, but she got the house. So, you know, that was a fair deal. I was fine with that. 30 grand got me a jump start on my house. And, you know, I put that plus, who knows, I'm probably another 20 in what I have going on. But the outside's done. The roof is done. It is protected from the outside elements. The house wrap was going to be destroyed if not. And sorry if this video is boring, but yeah, I figured I'd show you guys more into my life. And it's been a couple months since I made a video, and I haven't forgot about you. It's been annoying me. My girlfriend changed jobs. I'm pretty much switched my schedule to start getting up early now. Instead of getting up at like 8 and 9, sometimes I get up at like 6 or 7 and go do jobs. It's hard to do this when you run a business. I bush hog out here. That takes a long time. I mow everywhere. I got my girlfriend's 6 acres that I live at, and we take care of that farm. And it's hard. It's very, very stressful and can get real discouraging if you haven't, you know, been out here for a while. But, you know, got to get back on it. It's getting nice outside. Of course, it's rainy today. I figure that's how it goes. But getting ready to go down where you can't see in that crawl space and wire up some lights. So when I get my solar panels out, or my solar going out here, I can at least see underneath. And it'll help with wiring and plumbing, you know, instead of holding a flashlight and having a headlamp. Also, you see me with a hat on backwards. That never happens. I hate the backwards hats. If it's your thing, it's your thing, but it's not mine. But who cares? Do what you like. But I love it out here. I grew up on this farm. not being a big farmer, but doing farm stuff. I seen this farm as a full working farm when I was a kid with, people out here doing livestock and pigs and cattle and all that fun stuff. Oh, a bunny rabbit over there. But, if you guys give a crap about this, maybe I'll show you some more stuff as I go along. I wouldn't suggest trying to build a house yourself or with a family member. It's just the longest, most stressful thing I've ever done, but this is my retirement. I'm doing this as I get money. This is what I work for. And I plan on, moving my girlfriend and I out here. Her 2 boys will be out here once in a while. We have them half-time, one of them anyway. But she's a farm chick and super cool. And I've been with her for 1.5 years. And yeah, can't think of anything else that you might give a crap about, but if you want to see more of this craziness, got any questions, feel free to ask. I'm not a builder, so I'm not a carpenter. My brother-in-law helped me with the carpentry. I couldn't have done it without him. But yeah, any questions you got or whatever, I'll try to answer them. Anyway, you guys stay classy. I'm gonna put my tunes on and I'm gonna get to work on this non-beautiful day. If it was not rainy, then I would be working on getting this metal out of this stumps over here, because the metal has grown into the wood. It's been there so long, because I need that going to mount my solar panels, but it's just too muddy. But yeah, you guys have an awesome day.